Okay, abusia ba makwa abasonko so ereba Ghana politics avenue so abusia yembonra yensemu enra the veteran of acting chief justice Paul Bafuboni abusia the enyoma course no ye de honsem ni mu bi ebremo and Afenyo Markins any minority work out na after say Afenyo Markins work out no abusia sisia no tension arise ewo NPP ma chama won't me lawyer no nebo afu ya enye asem keto akra o chese the Afenyo Markins ne no na eni kwan se yes na de oye ne kra no e de adwen bi ebehye acting chief justice Paul Bafuboni tribunal chese o de amafia NPP amanyoko no and enye no nko Afenyo Markins ne police assault no yet be report e de maam say attorney general CC ano wa proceed ne docket no e de akwa mu e wo court CC ano speaker Bagbin so bie kwan say omumra na omumma mbefa Afenyo Markins na omumfa nkokopie mu e wo court abusuya CC ano Paul Bafuboni Afenyo Markins obefisi no e wo court na wa kire ne say ohonso ne comfort zone CC ano yense mumra ye be pese be makọ na makwakotie ensema e course unsubscribe ya subscribe, like, and share my Afro so ensa into me and kabia ha Ghana politics avenue so and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that any updates be ever dropping once able to me aka bedamase
maybe one would have thought the senka pempenso at least ombesua nyoma bebre but it looks as if it's still a MPP ensuan. What happened at Parliament today? And a Parliament ora Bafuboni ekupie mu hona yebe vetino as the Chief Justice of Omai Ghana. Na okopie mu hono Afenyo Markins as usual. Onya time eso kasa ne prelims statement preliminary statement na washasye or about Shakespeare's. Na I said, the kasa walking in I was wondering where he was heading towards. I said, Chief Justice now what tin him no ora Bafuboni no be with words with Shakespeare's story, the act of play or babe hunano. And I was so surprised. Said, I mean, come on. When you appear before a king, you don't act as if se ube unehuna unipakrono. You as a lawyer, and you appear before a man who will soon be vetted or sworn in as Ghana's Chief Justice. When you are Kenya, after now we read Shakespeare's. After now we read Shakespeare's actually a Chief Justice. The guy is full of jokes. And I said, oh, but Chetini be na, na this, na, just say, look, Afenyo Markins, you have to understand emra wum. Emra na wum no, time na wum no. And so what time na say time and seasons no asisa. It is not the time of MPP BMO. Season of MPP etwem. Afenyo Markins MPP time no etwem. So Parliament 1 hour no. Look, let me give you a conversation. Matthew Free won't miss camp. Chairman won't miss lawyer. I am very upset with Afenyo Markins. Yes. Chairman won't miss lawyer. Andy Apia Kubi. I am very, very upset with the behavior of a friend is saying Afenyo Markins. They will prefer say and Afenyo Markins will go on with questioning because there were certain questions that they sent to him to ask the Chief Justice nominee Bafuboni. And Afenyo decided to go that way, like to threaten, use the Shakespeare's to, threaten a whole Chief Justice. I mean, this guy is just a joker. He's just a little boy who has, I say, he's been pampered too much. And he loves to talk. You know, his tongue loves to wag. And we understand it, the person in front of him. And Chairman Wontimi's lawyer is very upset. Yes, Andy Apiakubi is very upset with Afenyo Markins. And Wontimi had to call Afenyo Markins and tell him, say, look, what you did was a disgrace. You know what we are going through. And you are making things hard for us. Especially with the MPP people are here caught up and down. You, Afenyo Markins, you are making things difficult for us. If there is any one person that you should have shown him a disrespect, and yet the Chief Justice you are nominating him, you are vetting him. And so, Wontimi and the lawyer, they are not happy with Afenyo Markins' behavior today. Because you see, the whole thing was that we will read, Obabe read these kind of Shakespeare's thing and try to, you know, I say, or the Humbi Babe shut a year Chief Justice. Now, this is the Chief Justice. At the time, I know, a year, your friend is saying, the scene of the Chief Justice a year terrain. Now, what to me about a prosecutor will be, a sentence will be 70 years at I. And you think such a man is afraid of your Shakespeare's words? Art of play. Hector Brute, Julius Caesar, Macbeth. You think such a Chief Justice obeys through these words? Your words are empty to the ears. And instead of you people sitting down and asking questions, you chose to come and read statement of threats, and later on you walk out. I mean, this is just stupidity. This is total foolishness on the part of Afenyo Markins and the MPP leadership. This is total stupidity because Nyan sent him. Now, in the end, you've worked out on this man who is going to be what? Sworn in as our Chief Justice. How many cases can you take to the Supreme Court from today? Since you boycotted his presence, you've shown your dislike. How many times can you take your matter to a Supreme Court? If this Chief Justice is a man who says, okay, I'll be vindictive towards the MPP party, Assembly and Boko Supreme Court be Obe for me a teamer, ebe ya adwene. And you see, I keep saying this. And that is why when I stand here and I'm talking to the nation, I keep telling you, see, when you decide to be friends of Akuffo Addo, when you decide to be friends of Ken Oforiatta, when you decide to be friends with JB Dankwa's people, why you lose your sense of reasoning. Ever since Afenyo Markins aligned himself with Akuffo Addo, he has lost the sense of reasoning. He has become more arrogant, more disrespectful, and he can't even function well. So look at him, always disgracing himself. And many workers say, "Yemu be a Attorney General say unfairly the assault, a police officer no, onyan in term non Franco court. Yasa catch Parliament say omoma ho kwan ni yen serve we letter. Say Attorney General the Assembly court ya catch a Parliament say omoma ho kwan ni yen bechiw. Oh yes. So we see where Jimmy. Ye be mo won say where Jimmy pa. And a fool must be treated as a fool. You can't say me chemwa muntie. That is the reason why I'm a catch or MPP. No, I'm still MPP member. I'm free. I'm come meetings with UK. Obi to me pamome. Oh yes, and the MPP understand. They understand perfectly. That is the question I wouldn't mean the lawyer Ebisa. Wouldn't mean the lawyer Ebisa said. So Afenyo Markin the okoye no. What was the end game? What was the end game? You don't have the numbers. You don't have the numbers. So you have to make sure, say, you have to be more what? Strategic in wisdom. You welcome the man, you go on with your questions. Your preliminary statement should be a statement where at least you energize the people on the committee to ask questions that will help the nation Ghana to improve on our justice system. Now, Kotinawa, such an embarrassment to yourself and your political party MPP. Quoting Shakespeare's. Are you okay? I keep telling you people, say, when are you going to distance yourself from the knowledge of the colonial masters of old? When? When you book Bian King and Koti, Macbeth, Shakespeare's. I mean, sometimes I pity the people that follow these kind of leaders. I pity you people. Make it make sense when you know gargantuan corrupt cases are evidence what a famu MPP for, and you got an opportunity to meet an incoming Chief Justice and you show disrespect to him. And if this man is a vindictive man like Akuffo, Uba me court me pamo. I'm telling you, ekwa me faso me pamo no, me yan nicely and beautifully. Yes. And you see, mame enka asem way ora na watina akonyem chairman no. Look, and the chairman any eye honorable Ayariga. Omo show maturity, wisdom, knowledge, and also understanding of parliamentary proceedings. On the way we are Afenyo Markins. Ukasaka krani abemnua wabemnua kajo say stick to the rules of engagement. The rules of the game, stick to it. They were lecturing you. But because you were following a Akuffo's directive, because you were following a friend and saying, JB Danquez and all those Oforia Temuntino, you couldn't even reason. You even forgot to say, there are parliamentary proceedings I say will follow. Rules of engagement as a lawyer, you need to follow. You need to show respect. And you were going round and round and round in circle and embarrassing yourself. You will come and read and then you walk out. Nyanseni. Press conference, you shouldn't have even appeared. And Afenyo be read BB like as if said, let me read to the conscience of the Chief Justice Bafuboni, a man who has been sat at the bar for many years, decades. Afenyo can't be. So you people are just jokers. Let me come and read to him Macbeth and tell him that we leave this to his conscience. You are a joker. You are a joker. And I've told you, this government, one more reset agenda, no, it's not going to be on the terms of MPPU. I'm being honest to you. The way this government, the ministers, the political party, NDC, for Nankasa, and minister, they will ensure that their party, this government will succeed. Their terms and their reset is not going to be on Momo terms and conditions. So, no. Look how peaceful it was when you people left. Look how, a friend is saying, knowledgeable questions was asked. Kamotiwa, kamumbusanya answer question bia. Kamotiwa, mumbusanya answer question bia. She questions are yatutuma, the Chief Justice nominee. Ora Paul, Bafuboni. Questions and umbusaye. I forgot this lady, Mamina will feed the northern part. Oh, I like the way she asks questions. Also, bisa question, to Chief Justice Nakuma was, I me yiri no ACI na, was bisa questions we are na. Because bisa question a bit, boa mind gunning, Mumbatana Bobusa question, you will come and defend Araba lawless Tokonu. Instead of defending Ghana, instead of being patriotic, you always come and you are more partisan. How can the nation move forward with such men like you? And yet you will hear MPP saying that they want to come back to power in 2028. I'm warning Ghanaians, be careful. Meneme, koname, sanochiohe. I'm warning Ghanaians, be careful of the MPP. I am a member of the MPP, Mim 3 mu. And I'm telling you, this MPP is dangerous. If there is a new Salaga MP, thank you. If there is a new change in MPP, I will tell you people. But as it stands today, this MPP, Kenoforiata, Akuffo, Addo, and the likes, Nyansenim. And you see, that is the thing sometimes when I watch. Anytime I watch the MPP, I see so who is the leader in MPP? No leadership. You as a minority leader, micro minority, you don't even have the numbers. NDC can do without MPP in parliament. I'm being honest. They have the numbers to do anything and everything they so desire and wish. But still they are being accommodative. That is the respect I'm going for Addo MDCO. Because you see, if it was MPP, MPP 137, look at the behavior of MPP even in parliament. Look at the behavior of you, Afenyo Markins. And these people are saying, so even though we have a gargantuan size of majority, we have the numbers, we are not going to use the numbers to what? Bulldoze our way and disrespect you people. At least you respect him. Say, mu free a brave constituency be na aba. Mu won confirm represent to. So we are showing respect to your constituents, and they give you opportunity, and you come and you defend a political party at the expense of your constituents. You see, certain things are national issues. You put on the nationalistic cap, and you put away the partisan. But you see, because Nipana omote temono, they are not patriotic. Womo omote temono, omo patriotic. The JB Danquers, the Dombos, the Buziers, the Kenofuyates, the Akuffuados, they are not patriotic sons. Yes, they are Ghanaians. It is a fact. But are they patriotic? You can be a son, but not love your mother. You can be a child and not love your parents. And that is the NPP for you. So anytime when it comes to matters of nationalism, see their behavior, the way they act, the way they behave. It's as if a pastor is casting out the devil of a demon out of them. It's as if they are in front of, a spiritual man who is trying to cast demons out of them. And I'm telling you, you see, they can't hide their identity. They can't hide their feelings. They talk back. No sense. Afenyo was sitting down there shouting and screaming, giving lectures. This is not lectures, oh. Know where you are sitting. Know the place. No, baby I want to know. Tibiana I want to know, baby I want to know. Is that time for me to lecture a chief justice, a judge of a Supreme Court, in sitting in front of you? Afena ubema lectures. Achreno. You are so dumb. Jimmy mi will be that. Forgive me. Jimmy and insult. Me who Jimmy that. You have cases pending. You have cases already at court, and you got opportunity. Instead of asking questions that at least it will provoke the thought of the coming Chief Justice, said, yes, I need to be for the nation. Matters that will come before the courts should be matters that I see a dino kwa paso yenshe partisan lenses. When Jimmy and Bisanya answer question biya. Ube jinawa be ma lectures say I say me obe threaten Chief Justice Bafuboni ube threaten a man that Akuffo himself could not threaten, a man that your superior Akuffo couldn't threaten, a man that sat in Ghana for the 8 years of Akuffo try these soldiers a guardian if he just to make sure say Bafuboni will be monitored. I went through you Afenyo Markins. Sometimes you people are just I just don't understand. You know, yeah, I told you, know your level. I told you, move more level. This MPP youth now, mobile, when your position be this Afenyo Markin, sometimes know your level. And let me say, Ayariga and the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Ura Bernard, they were fantastic. Oh, who said, play neutral, the chairman of the committee, play neutral, and ma Ayariga ebem. It will raise bibi and Ayariga babe counter. Said, no, Numa we and emfatao. Men, yes, sir. You know the rules of engagement or parliament here. They were trying to tell you, say, respect yourself. Be a man that is knowledgeable, a man full of wisdom. And you see the chairman did one place or favorable busy will be no. Okasebiana, Ayariga, the majority leader, Bem said, no. The Rock of Gibraltar said, no, Yankasasa. Men, yes, sir, we a lawyer. Diwuhuni. What's what go anymore? We are working out. What's changed? Ghana is still moving on. NDC is still leading. President John Mahama is still the president. Chief Justice Bafuboni will be what? Sworn in as our Chief Justice. Mupeu, you can go and drink the sea. Nothing changes. You had 8 years. You did not bring any something that was, any change that was mega. 8 good years. 8 good years. And now you are crying. You are shouting. You are saying things. And Ghana is them. So look at these jokers. Look at them. This is how they behave. Oh. This is how my MPP behaves. Until we move away from the lies of the JB Dankwes, the foolish ideologies of the Dankwa Dombo Buziers, MPP will not reason well. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Look, until they move away from that foolish ideology of Dankwa, Dombo, Buzia, and co, MPP will not reason. They will not be patriotic. They will always be disgracing themselves. Look what they did to Kwame Nkrumah, 1966. When they got the opportunity, we all saw their governance. When Mahama was president, Mahama 1.0. DNA Akuffo Addo manye. When they got the opportunity for 8 years, we are seeing the results everywhere. Krononkwa, Ghana bakun, Krono bebre. Everywhere, Krononkwa. Ufa a friend say buffer stop, Krono. Ufa a friend is saying national service, Krono. Ufa a friend is saying a Ministry of Finance, Krono. Ufa Ministry of Sports, Krono. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Krono. Just a ministry be abefebia, Krono. One thing that the MPP is good at, said they will always condemn a great Ghanaian leader. That is one thing the MPP is good at. Give them power, and they will act and behave as if say, now when we almost see we have men, no, they have thieves, they have drug barons. That is the MPP, today's MPP. When we gave them the opportunity, we saw their performance. Not a single regional hospital was even built and completed, function. Not even a single one. Look at how they took the dollar from 4 cedis, left it at 17 cedis. These are facts. I'm not making it up. I am telling you these are the truth. Or you think I'm lying? They took the dollar from 4 cedis. Akuffo Addo was shouting and screaming on campaign platforms. Monsomeshe was begging Ghanaians that once you vote for me, I am going to ensure that Bawumia will make sure that the dollar, which is at 4 cedis, will come down. It will be $1, 1 cedis. He even said that if the dollar was 2 cedis and he was the president, or he becomes president, the dollar becomes $1, 2 cedis, he's going to resign. He said it. $1, 1 CD. In the times of Akuffo and Ali Mahama, $1, 1 CD. In the times of Atamils and John Mahama, $1, 2 CDs. And if I was them, he said, if he was John Mahama and Atamils, if I was them, and the dollar was what? If you exchange the dollar and it's 2 CDs, he Akuffo will resign. The dollar moved from 4 CD to 5 CD. He didn't resign. The dollar moved from 5 CD to 6 CD. Akuffo did not resign. But he was saying that if the dollar was even 2 CDs, meaning Mahama and Atamil just added only 1 CD. He says he will resign.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekoso our political highway so Paul Bafuboni Afenyo Markin's banta eguso ekoso asisi ano Afenyo Markin speaker Bagbin be ekwan to say omobetumi ababefa no na omode akwa mu course abusia we ne ensema ekoso beda masese moje pene kokoti sa ensemwe de mi aha Ghana Politics Avenue so and don't forget to click on the notification bell so na any updates be ever dropping no once a bit to me aka. Madam, I say.